Hi, my name's Cam, and welcome to my first YouTube video where I'm going to draw my life, but instead of boring you with 20 years of literally nothing, I'm just going to tell you about my soccer career. It all started when I was 5 years old, and my parents signed me up to play soccer like every parent does. My sister played soccer, and so therefore they decided that I should play soccer too. When I was 10 years old, they decided that I was actually good enough to play actual soccer and not just house league, so my parents actually made me go out for the travel team, and this is where my career really took off. So I actually went to only one tryout because I didn't know that you could go to more than one tryout. So we went to the one tryout, and it actually started storming during the tryout, and they put us all in this metal barn, and they saw me maybe try out for 30 minutes, and somehow I made the team. I'm not really sure how, but this is actually where my career started off, and I went on to play travel for 8 years until I was 18 years old, and this is where my love for the sport actually really started to grow. And if you watch, you can see me not knowing how to draw a circle, and I cannot draw a soccer ball for the life of me, even though we're probably about a minute into this video. In 7th grade, my school soccer career really started off because I tried out for the school team, and against 100 other girls, I made the team, and this is where I met some of my best friends for the past couple years. And in 8th grade, I actually tried out again, and this is how I met my best friend to this day, Maddie. When I got to high school, I continued my career, and this is how I actually met one of the coaches that actually changed my life forever. She was a psycho who wore her hair in a tight ponytail, as you can see, and we did so much running that you would really think that we're on the cross-country team. This is where things started to look up for me, however, because this is when I started to get a lot of playing time, and I became a starter, and I was number one. I was playing 90 minutes of the game, and it was probably the best time of my life. When I moved up to the varsity team, we had to go through a whole test, and it was probably the worst day of my life, and it didn't even pay off because I spent about 7 games on the bench straight, and I never really played that much, but I guess it's fine. The only thing I really did on junior varsity in 11th grade was be the ball girl, and honestly I was the best ball girl ever, even though I only hit a couple girls in the face. I was pretty good. After that season, I spent my entire travel season in the summer practicing, trying to get better, because all I wanted to do was play my senior year. I was on the track every single day, and honestly, my whole summer was devoted to trying to pass the PT test, which again, worst day of my life. Senior year was actually 10 times better because then I did start the game, and I played all 90 minutes of the game, and this is where things started to turn out. Things took a turn, however, senior night, when it's supposed to be the seniors who play the game, and yet somehow at some point in the game, a lot of the seniors were on the bench, and this is when my playing time started to decrease, and I spent more and more time on the bench for the rest of the season. Playoffs came around, and we ended up having to play one of the biggest rivals that we have in our division, and I sat the bench the whole game. No surprise there. I didn't see a minute of the field, and I knew my school soccer career was going to be over right here. We lost 2-1 in double overtime, and it was really devastating. Obviously, I was upset because I didn't even see the field, and I was crying, and I remember my coach, who, if I haven't mentioned by now, that I literally hate this man. He tried to hug me at the end of the game, and I literally just was like, get away from me, don't touch me. So at this point, I knew my school soccer career was officially over, and it was devastating to say the least. But I did end up with a trophy at the end of the season. It was the coach's award, even though I didn't play a single second of the last game, but it's fine. I wasn't too upset because I knew I didn't have another travel season until I found out that there weren't enough girls, so my travel team got cut, and that was the end of my soccer career. For months, I was trying to decide if I actually wanted to play school soccer, and then I decided to play for the JV team. And so I came back after about almost a year of not touching the ball, and it looked like I never played soccer before, because this is the first time in 9 years that I haven't gone a year without touching a soccer ball. So it was interesting to say the least. I bet you can know where I ended up. Yep, that's me on the bench. And that's actually how I met one of my good friends, Emma, at school. She was probably one of my first friends at Fisher, which was always fun. And by the time that I came back for my sophomore year of college, the love for soccer was just gone, and that was the end of my career as it is.